Let's hear it for Jack King Kirby. Next question. We're going to get through a few more of these. Stan's got a plane to catch, but we want to get through as many of these as we can. Go for it.
Hi, Stan. Do you think
Whenever somebody says a plane to catch, I figure me running down the driveway. Hey, wait a minute, I gotta catch you. I'll forget that.
Hi, Stan. Do you think we'll ever see a Moon Knight movie?
A Moon Knight movie. You think that'll happen?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not that familiar with the character Moon Knight. Anything that I didn't create, I never had time to read.
Well, as a
but I'm sure it'll happen.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would say any popular character that we have will eventually be a movie. I can promise you that. Am I right?
Right.
As a follow-up to your question, what character that hasn't been done yet are you guys really excited about seeing on the silver screen?
Oh, well, they're going to do Doctor Strange, they're going to do the Black Panther, they're going to do Ant-Man, and you probably know a lot of others they're going to do that I don't know.
Moon Knight.
Great. Oh, wait till you see my cameo in the...
Guardians?
In the Guardians. You know, they call me to the set, I never know what I'm going to do, and the director says, here are your lines, or here's what I want you to do, and I do it, and then I go home. I have no idea what I did on the set could possibly have to do with that movie. I cannot wait to see the movie, to see how that fits in. Hey, have you done a cameo yet?
Just mailbox.
I'll talk to somebody.
Thank you. Wow.
Can you imagine us two in a cameo together?
Oh, that was awesome. You people filmed that, right? That's on film. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he'll probably want to change the whole script.
Moderator, you totally stole my question. But my other question is, what are your favorite story arcs of each other's, and which of those arcs would you like to see in a film?
Favorite story arcs that each other has done, and ones that maybe you would want to see in a movie.
Favorite story arc?
Stories that Dan's
or,
done,
or
maybe.
anybody.
Or just anybody.
Well, you try. You answer it.
Oh, of Stan's, my favorite is This Man, This Monster.
Oh, I like that.
That's one of the greatest comic books of all time. I would love to see that in a movie.
I'd love to see the Inhumans. Are they going to do that?
Maybe.
All right,
Maybe.
I'd love to see them. I like this guy who can talk so loud that he can shatter a mountain, so he can't ever talk. And people wish that I would never talk.
With all the special effects, I'd love to see Medusa's hair.
Yeah,
it would be
that'd
great.
Be something.
Next question.
Hi, this question is for Stan. I was wondering, I know that throughout the 70s, 80s, he was making a hard transition to push the characters into movies and TV series. When was that defining moment that you knew that your characters would take off in the movie industry? Was it Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 or Bryan Singer's X-Men 1? Or was it before that, during a discussion?
You remember that whole question?
Indeed, I'm going to do my best. So in the 70s and 80s, you were doing a lot to try to get the various Marvel properties into TV series and movies and so on. And that was, you and I have talked about that. That was a really tough road. And did you feel like what you were trying to get done finally happened with maybe Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies? When did you feel like what you were trying to get out there was finally coming into fruition?
It's exactly what I felt like when I was trying to get out there, finally came to fruition. I was pretty damn happy. Mostly I was happy because my friend, my good friend, I forgot his name, Bob, who created Batman?
Bob Kane?
Bob Kane.
We were best friends. Bob and Bob always used to tease me when the Batman movie came out. He said, look, my character's on the screen, and look how popular he is, and Spider-Man is still just a comic. Burned me up. So, the son of a gun, he left this mortal sphere before Spider-Man came out, damn it. But I'm sure it's somewhere he knows about it.
Next up.
This is a question for both. what are y'all's opinion on the direction of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and its impact on the superhero genre as a whole?
You go first.
I think the thing that Marvel has shown in Marvel Studios is that the guys from Marvel are making the movies. You know, and suddenly you get stuff like Captain America Winter Soldier, where it's a great movie. It's a great superhero movie, and it's a great movie too. Whenever a non-Marvel superhero movie comes out that doesn't work, we all say to each other, why don't they just do what's in the comics? It's all right there, you know?
They don't trust their own. You know, the best thing, if I were Warner Brothers, the first thing I would do is say, I'm going to give Stan a cameo in the Batman. Can you imagine how people would go to see it? Because they wouldn't believe it. They'd have to see for themselves. But they don't think executive the way I do.
Next up.
Hey there, I really love drawing, and I grew up reading your comics, and I loved them all the time. I grew up trying to want to make comics, make cartoons or anything like that, and I went through college, and I'm still not getting there. So I want to know, how do you get an internship with you guys?
She wants an internship. She wants to know how to break in, what she can do. She's been studying a lot. She wants to do comics.
I have been so far away from that for so long that, again, I'm going to let Dan answer that because he's right there on the firing
How do I
line.
get an internship with you?
Well, what you want is an internship with Marvel. That's how I started. In fact, yeah, it's a bit of a legend. I cheated. I wanted an internship at Marvel, and I found out about the internship program after I just graduated from college. So I went there and I lied and I said I was still in college. And then I became the intern who didn't leave. And at one point they offered me a job, and they said, but you have to go back and finish your degree. And I came in the next day with a degree, and I'm like, I lied. I graduated. Tom DeFalco was the editor-in-chief then, and back then we didn't have direct deposit. Someone would come by with the cart and give you your check, and they kept skipping my office. I wasn't getting a check, and I had to eat and pay rent, and so I go to Tom, and I say, Tom, they're not paying me. And Tom goes, you're an intern. We don't pay interns. I'm like, no, I got a job. Why didn't you go back to college? I'm like, I lied. I'm working here now. And Tom looked at me, and he scared me as an editor-in-chief. And I was just waiting, and after a long pause, he went, don't ever do that again.
Looks like we have our first kid at the mic. What's your name?
Hunter.
Hunter, what's your question?
Well, my question is for Stan. One of my favorite parts about all the Marvel movies are seeing your cameos. How would you like it if in Amazing Spider-Man 3, has everybody here seen Spider-Man 3? Alright, so then you know that Tobey Maguire delivers pizzas in the movie. How would you like it if in a cameo, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is delivering you a pizza as you see Andrew Garfield chasing the vulture?
So the thing out was, how would you like
Yeah,
it?
how would you like your cameo in Amazing Spider-Man 3 to be?
Hunter, that is the best question ever.
I think you should be writing scripts for Marvel. That's very imaginative.
Let me ask my minders here. Is this our last question? Oh, we're at 5? Okay, so we got time for a couple more. Dressed as Spider-Man, what's your name?
William?
William, Spider-Man's true identity, William. What do you have for us, William?
Out of this is for Stan. Out of all of your superheroes you've created, which superpower would you have?
Oh, what superpower would you
superpower?
like to have?
Well, believe it or not, I think the greatest superpower in the world would be luck. Just imagine if you were lucky as a superhero. Somebody shoots you, the bullet misses. I mean, whatever happens, you come out okay because you're lucky. But you know what's wrong with that power? It's not visual, so it would never make a good hero. What kind of costume would you wear if you're lucky?
4-leaf clover.
You know, and how do you show? You can show the Hulk being strong and green. You can show the Human Torch bursting into flame and flying. But what can you do with special effects if a guy is just lucky? He just stands there. He stands there being lucky. Nobody would go to the movie. So the greatest power in the world couldn't make a good superhero movie. Very ironic.
Oh, very.
Thank you. You'll probably figure out a way to do it.
I'm already writing it right now.
My question is for both of you. Me as a fan, I get giddy when I see a movie, comic book movie come out. Do you still feel the same way?
You feel giddy when a new comic book movie comes out. Does it still charge you up?
No, I don't feel giddy. I just look at my calendar and make sure that when the opening is, I'm free that day, so I can go to the theater. I take them for granted now. I mean, if a month goes by without a new Marvel movie, I figure what's wrong.
At Marvel, we get everyone together and we all watch it together, almost like a family at a movie theater. And we are all giddy. We all just, every time there's any mention or a little cameo or anything, you can't hear half the movie because we're all cheering.
You know, the thing in Winter Soldier that tickled me the most was the mention of the name Stephen Strange. My favorite Marvel character by a long shot.
I can tell.
Doctor Strange.
Wow.
Okay.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I never knew that. If you don't know Doctor Strange, you don't know what I'm talking about.
This is the best panel ever.
By the Vishanti, the flames of the Faltir, and the omnipotent Oshter, this is our last question.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right, so this one's for Stan. For the Godfather comics, I was wondering, for my unborn son, he would be the unofficial Godfather.
Would you be the unofficial godfather for his unborn son?
Sounds like an easy job to me.
It has to have a sign over the crib created by Stan Lee.
So, I've got two more things. One of them is, because they've been having me running ragged, running like crazy, doing all of these panel moderations. Stan, Dan, would you guys mind signing a couple things for me?
Oh, I'd mind terribly. No. I mean, it's so difficult to sign something.
I'm from
you
Austin.
You got to move your hand.
We've got a company called Mondo that makes these beautiful screen prints. If you don't know Mondo, they just did a Marvel show. And I very much want the beginning of Spider-Man and the current keeper of Spider-Man to put their mark on this.
Glad to do it.
Wonderful, wonderful men.
But without a Sharpie.
Without one. Now on top of that, we've got something for you guys, the wonderful people at Batjeepster Rings. You can go to batjeepsterrings.com, and they've got a booth number 600, where you can see all of their great stuff. Now Stan, I hear that your prototype, it didn't quite fit.
No, I have it here. It's a little too large for my pinky. I'll get a smaller one, but it's a beautiful ring.
Now, what we're going to do, Dan, I'm going to give you the great power, great responsibility of calling on the first hand that you see. We're going to do hands to answer this question.
I got it right here.
You get to pick the hand.
Right here.
The question is, what is Stan's birthday?
Okay, I'm going with Captain America shirt.
What year?
Okay. 8.5 years in those
Okay.
Hold on. You were saying?
Can I do the math on this real fast?
Are you going to somebody else?
Okay, Mary Jane next to Spider-Man.
Hang on, Mary, 1922.
No, you're the winner.
Woo!
Come right up.
How would anybody know?
A lot of people love you, Stan. Can you give Mary Jane a hug? Would you come up on stage, please?
I have to hug a pretty girl.
Oh,
gee whiz. Mary Jane. The best part of the thing for me.
And if I could get you on that one too. Now, while I'm having Stan sign this one last thing, we got to get these guys out of here. But I know we got a number of people here in costume. Mary Jane, stick with us. Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy's, Mary Jane's, Venom's. Just come up here, up in front of the stage, real quick. All of you, come up. If you're in costume, come up in front of the stage. Everybody get your cameras out.
Let's do it quick.
Real quick, come on. Come on,
Stan's got a flame catch.
Quick.
How did they ever
Mary
have
Jane.
a comic book business before there were Sharpies?
I don't know.
Oh, what's that?
I don't know.
What are we doing now?
We're just getting some people in costume up here real quick.
I love your art. Thank you.
All
We
right.
got Spider-Man, we got Mary Jane. Yeah, Mary Jane's got it.
Oh, great, okay. What are we doing?
We're just posing for a photo. They're going to get everyone who's dressed up like Spider-Man characters.
Quickly, guys, quickly, go ahead, get it.
Hey, Hillary! Nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet
I'm going to
you.
come by your booth later.
Okay.
And Dan is signing after this Q&A. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not? Dan is?
Oh, no. I am. Dan is. Yes.
Dan is.
Stan's catching a plane.
Dan is signing.
Stand allowed up
Wow.
I'm signing right. I'm going straight from here to the signing. I sign
Thanks,
it, then
everybody.
everyone would
Stan's
cross
got to go.
Okay.
Excelsior!
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the exits are on either side of the room. Please find an exit.
That was good for you. All right.
And we appreciate it. Escalators are at either end of the hallway.
Hey, so I'm
We appreciate your time. Next will be the kids costume contest.
I think, sketch it.
So we'd love to stick around for that.
you guys.
We'd love to see you. They're lined up outside, ready to come in as soon as we get the room cleared. Thank you.
Boss man, thank you so much.
Yeah, bro. Here's your last list.
Thank you, bro.